Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. So in the last part we were continuing to head through Futaba's palace. We're still heading through... Fuck you. I knew that was going to happen. We're heading through the second... I think it's the second section of the game. Second section of her palace. Fuck. So we're heading through the second section of her palace, and at the end of the last part we were doing some weird kind of dealing with some weird kind of circular puzzle thing. Coded puzzle. And in this part we're going to be doing the other half of that. Now I think we've already faced these before. Yeah, the Naga are weak to wind, and Isis are weak to psychic. So there we go. Yes, I'm like, let's kill Isis first. And sounds odd out of context. Anyway, yep, let's get Archangel out and use Garyu on the rest of these guys. I think this is the part of the this is the part of the dungeons which I always have the biggest trouble with, because it takes such a long time to record these games that, you know, I forget which which enemies we've seen before and which ones we haven't. But anyway, got rid of them fairly quickly. I don't know whether am I showing off something?
I could have handled that myself.
No, I guess I just thought we hadn't seen the Naga before. Because I know we definitely we saw Isis last part, if I remember. Come here, doggy.
Didn't even break a sweat.
And you're dead. Yeah, and that's the chest we were trying to get earlier on. Stamina sash. I think that recovers SP.
It's somewhere.
Or no, it doesn't recover it. It basically means that SP is used at SP is used at a slower rate, basically. And so here we are. We're found our second stone slab, and so we're going to touch it. And this time it's red rather than blue. And this sets up the other area. So it tells us that it wants red 01100 and blue 10011. So yeah, that means we have to completely... I think that means we have to change both of them. The blue column and the blue side and the red side. The reason why there was a cut there was because I was taking the time to I was taking the time to write shit down. Just noting it on my phone, just so I didn't have to, just so I, you know, just in case I didn't remember. So yeah, now we've got a red column, red row, and we've got a blue row, and basically we've just got to set it up. I can't remember. Yeah, these pauses are going to be me keeping an eye out. The little pauses are going to be me like looking down at my phone, trying to remember. So we want 0, 1, 1, and then I think it's 0, 0 from what I remember. Is it 0, 0? Yeah, it's 0, 0. Also, something else you got to remember is it's basically from the red ball. So you can look at it and just be like looking at it, oh, it's from left to right. But no, it's from where the red ball is. And it's from where the blue ball is, so... just have to try and remember. But there we go.
Hey, hey.
And now we just need to press this button. And the slabs change colour, so let's press the button.
Oh.
I think if you touch the slab again, you can change it to blue, and you can do the previous puzzle again, for no reason. So now the boulders are going down the corridor even faster. That's not good. Let's try again. Oh god. It's moving even faster. Oh shit. And then Joker just taps into his inner... Joker taps into his inner Fonzie. Just kicking the shit out of it. That'll work. Oh, there we go.
Tell me.
They've all stopped now. Okay, so now we need to head back to the way we came. And so we need to head up here.
Whoa.
And boom. Now the balls are completely covering the path, but it also means that we can get up to the light there. So now we've got to jump up here. Tom, there you go, buddy. Jump up there, jump across, and then we jump across the balls. Oh yeah, you have to jump across to here, down, and then down again.
Somewhere.
And this is where the way that Shadow Futaba was going, so we're on the right path finally. Get ourselves a ruby. And a Sekhmet mural. I think that's the second one we found of those. I know we found one earlier.
Focus.
And finally, here we are. We're at
Somewhere.
the next area. Finally. Let's get going. Yeah, so this area is a fairly short. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Go through. Thank you. This one's fairly short because it's just basically doing those two puzzles and then you're pretty much done. It just depends on how quick you are to get through the area, I suppose, as to whether, you know, how good you are with those kind of puzzles. Anyway, now it's time for us to do our second puzzle, our second mural. This one is a bit more of a pain. So basically with these ones you can click to move. And you can also click on them to, when you click on them you can also rotate them. So, yeah, what's kind of weird is that they kind of move out of sync. So I kind of, this one takes me a while. Oh, that's something else as well. When you rotate like the square, like the rectangle, so both of those will rotate. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. I decided to leave this in. I don't know how long does this go for. I can't remember how long it took me to do. I think it took me a good little while, but it didn't take me too long from what I remember. So yeah, now I'm just trying to... There we go. So now I need to move this one. Yeah, I've kind of screwed up here. So now I'm trying to move this thing. There we go. And everything's out of order now. Yeah, basically, it can be a bit of a pain. It isn't my favourite section of the game, this. Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm not doing very well here. This took me a while. In fact, because of this, I ended up, for the final... Because we've got one more of these to go through. Yeah, and I can just rotate this one now. Boom! Because this one took me quite a while, it took me a good couple of minutes. The third one took me way longer, so I ended up just cutting past it. And so, yeah, this depicts... Futaba's mother's apparent suicide. She apparently threw herself in front of a car and Futaba saw it, so that's pretty... Yeah, she died right in front of Futaba's eyes. That's pretty fucked up. And I think it just kind of explains a lot as to why Futaba's so messed up in the head from all this stuff, because, you know, just goddamn you would, wouldn't you? But anyway, the second door is now open. We've got one more door to go. The third door, the third area. Like I said, this dungeon's... Wouldn't you, if you know all the puzzles and you know how to get through it, you know how to deal with all the stuff, you can get through this dungeon pretty fucking quickly. It took me a little longer than I would have liked, to be honest, considering I played the game before. But yeah, it didn't take me too long.
I have something.
At least not especially in comparison to
Whoa.
Kanashiro's, like the last one we did, that one I think would took me the longest. Just because there's a lot of exploring in that one. In fact, that's something to do with the first 3 dungeons in comparison to this one. That has a lot more exploring. This is a lot more linear. It's just kind of a straight pathway, and you know, basically it's basically a straight line. You go through one door, through to the next door, through to the next door, and then there's little side areas for you to go through to open each door. So it's fairly linear in comparison to the rest of the palaces in the game. Anyway, we got some armor, we got some stuff to sell, so that's about it.
I have something.
Another palace, another enemy down. Fuck, what am I talking about? And I do like how this area looks. Actually, it's kind of does look very ruinous. I like that. But then again, this whole palace, I really like this whole palace, the way it looks. It's just so, it just looks so nice.
Somewhere.
To be fair, I don't think any of the palaces look downright shit, to be fair. But I do like how all these palaces look.
Focus.
But you know, this one in particular I really like because it just kind of, the Egyptian tomb does suit kind of a thieves motif very well, so I kind of like that. Let's grab some more shit. Bent staff ×2, nice. Now this last area is a bit more of a pain in the ass, just because there's a lot more.
Show me your true
Go on,
form.
get him. There you go. This last area is a bit more kind of explorative, and there's more kind of stuff for you to go through, but it's not like it's, I don't think it's as bad as the previous 3 dungeons in terms of length. Sorry, but this still took me a while. Shit. Yeah, I kind of screwed up here because I should have really gone back and checked on the because there was a little side path on the other side, which I didn't look down because I'm a moron. I knew. Do I look like an idiot? Alright, let's get you.
We defeated them.
Time to die. There you go, you're dead. That was quick.
There's a treasure chest.
So yeah, there's an enemy. Oh! Oh, thank God. That would have sucked. I think that's what the button does. It stops the spikes here. We can go through here, which I think we do. Do we? Yeah, we do. Okay. Like I say, this one is a bit more. It's less linear. This one, this particular room. There's a lot of stuff to look through. So there's a draft coming from this coffin, but there's something else we need to do first. I think I'm thinking at this point, like, well, what do I do here? Shall I go? And I decided to go, I think, have a wander around first, because there's this. I happen to see this as well. Let's open you up. Sarcophagus bit. Okay. That's kind of generic. Alright. Let's press this button. Ooh, what's this button do? And there we go. So, right, so we've got that done. Let's head back down. I think we go, yeah, let's go on to the next section now. Yeah, this one is more of a pain. This section took me the longest by far. Shit. Thank God they don't see the NPC. You know, our party members. Fuck yourself, doggy.
Let's go,
There you go.
Joker.
Ah, shit.
I'll reveal your true form.
Run.
That enemy
Open
was
his face.
really weak.
There you go. Now let's move on. I always check these rooms first, like the ones which I know are just this kind of square outline. It just works. I just find it works. I always find myself doing it just because it's like, oh, that's just one room kind of on its own. So there's probably something in there that I'm going to need.
Whoa.
So there's a thing to press. Oh, look, it's a button. Let's try pushing it. And so that one which had things that had a breeze coming out of it is something for us to press. But of course I don't go back immediately because I'm an idiot. And so I decide, why don't I look ahead first instead of doing the obvious thing? Because I'm a fucking moron.
Show me your true form.
Oh, how did he not spot me there? That was horseshit. But anyway, yeah, I can't. This is kind of breaking my own rule. I should have really gone back. Because guess what we need? Where's my ball? Give me my ball. Alright. Let's head back. I should have just gone and got the thing first. Like, press that button first. But, I think, yeah, I overrun it. Because I'm an idiot. And I'm like, wait. Which way? Is it over here? Ah, fuck. It's in that corner. I'm an idiot. Alright, let's press the button. Let's press it. And we can go into here now. And boom, we've got ourselves a glowing orb. Similar to the first one. Basically, that's what this pretty much is. This pretty much falls into the same category as this first section. Oh shit. Yeah, at this point I'm just like, fuck, run. As you can see, I'm just like, screw it. There we go.
Let's go, Joker.
And I'm back down to naught. Look at that. Aren't I a genius? I'm a genius. Alright, let's head up. And we're going to put the orb in the pedestal. Like I said, it's pretty much like the first section of the palace where you find two orbs, you place them into the two pedestals, and that opens up the way. So what we're going to do now is do something incredibly stupid and just drop quite a distance. And now we've got a couple of areas that we can explore. I don't know which way I decide to go first. Oh, I decided to go this way first. I think because we've already been that way. Or explored it from another angle anyway. Alright, let's head through here. That's something else I kind of like, which is a nice little detail actually. That, because Futaba's like obsessed with, you know, she's a bit of a hacker. The fact that the zeros and ones kind of implanted onto the walls. Like, chiseled into the walls. I think that's kind of a nice little nod to her personality. That's kind of cool. We've got another chest to open. I need to start making more lockpicks between now and the next dungeon. Tension vest. I think, if I remember correctly, the retention vest is just... I just think it's a defense boost accessory, I think, from what I remember. But anyway. We're nearly done, but we're going to have to finish off Futaba's Palace, or the initial run-through of Futaba's Palace, next part. So join me next time for the next part of Persona 5, when we're going to be finishing off the infiltration route to Futaba's treasure. And then we're going to be moving on, and we're pretty much going to be moving on directly to finishing off Futaba's Palace once for all in the next few parts. So join me next time for the next part of Persona 5. See you next time.